Shmai. Today we're going to be looking at how to know if a number is a multiple of 5 or 10. In our previous lesson we looked at how to find out if a number was odd or even or divisible by 2. We know that if the last digit ends in a 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, we know that it is a multiple of 2. So just to recap on that lesson, let's look at number 20. Is 20 divisible by 2? We look at the last digit, we see that it's a 0. Is a 0 listed in our numbers? It is, so we know that 20 is a multiple of 2. What about 45? Again, we look at the last digit. Is it in our list of even numbers? It's not, so we know that 45 is not divisible by 2. 230. Again, we look at our list of numbers. We look at the last digit and we can see it's a 0 and it is in our list of numbers. So we know that 230 is divisible by 2. 247. Same rule again. Is the last digit an even number? No, it's not. So we know that it's not divisible by 2. The last one, 1296. The same rule applies. Is the last digit an even number? It's a 6, so yes it is. So 1296 is divisible by 2. New rule, guys. If the last digit is a 5 or 0, we know that it's divisible by 5. So just a recap, how do we know if a number is divisible by 5? If it ends in a 5 or a 0, we can use our 5 times table for this. It'll help us when we're working out our numbers. So let's go back to the question. Our first number is 20. Is the last digit a 0 or a 5? It is, it's a 0, so we know that 20 is divisible by 5. 45. Is the last digit a 0 or a 5? It is, it's a 5, so we know that it's divisible by 5. 230. Again, we look at the last digit and we can see it's a 0. So yes, that's divisible by 5. 247. Is the last digit a 0 or a 5? It's not, it's a 7, so we know that that is not divisible by 5. 1296. Let's look at the last digit. We can see it's a 6, so no, it's not divisible by 5. The rule for 10 is very similar. If the digit ends as a 0, we know it's a multiple of 10. Again, we can use our multiplication table for this and we use our tens. So as we count in tens, every number ends in a 0. Let's go back to our question and see if we can work out the answers for the numbers we've been given. 20. Is 20 a multiple of 10? So when I count in tens, do I hit the number 20? The last digit is a 0, so yes, it is a multiple of 10. 45. Does it end in a 0? No, it doesn't. It's not a multiple of 10. 230. The last digit is a 0, so yes, it's a multiple of 10. 247. The last digit is a 7, so no, it's not a multiple of 10. 1296. The last digit is a 6. It's not a 0, so no, it's not a multiple of 10. I'd like you to have a go at these. Complete the charts and upload them to Seesaw. Good luck, guys.